What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 7th episode of Moriarty the Patriot. This one's titled The Noetic Act 2. This is the second part of the Noetic story. I already know ahead of time that this is going to be the final part of this story. We introduced to the idea of a hunter with a pack of dogs who was hunting people, essentially, probably commoners and a noble. And it's fairly obvious from his first introduction that Count Blitz Enders, as he boards the Noetic, is such a noble. He's very arrogant, is very annoyed at the fact that commoners are allowed on board the vessel. And we're also introduced to, what was his name? Let me see. Yes, Thomas Michelson, there he is. So he's a commoner and a former criminal, rapist, murderer, so not really a nice individual, it must be said. And so it's part of Moriarty's plan with Sebastian and, what was his name? I forget his other name. What was the other boy? Fred, there we go. Sebastian and Fred are posing on the ship to help set this up and make Enders, essentially his life, a living nightmare aboard the ship, and see Thomas as maybe his next target, to which ultimately is successful. But we do finally have the first introduction of Sherlock as well, and Sherlock and William do meet, and they show off their deduction skills to each other. Obviously, Sherlock was easily able to determine he was a mathematician, just by the way he looks at the staircase, blah, blah, blah. But then William actually responds in kind, essentially, about his playing the violin and things like that. So they are now already starting to be acquainted, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we also have a telegram to anger Blitz Enders as well, so that when Thomas appears as a potential victim, he entices him into the room and says, "Oh, you can come drink from my wine cabinet as me to say sorry for my attitude and all this," and then murders him. And right as he's basically finished the act, William knocks on the door. The door's unlocked because that was planned, and he's now standing over Enders and the body. But I don't think it's just going to end like that, because why would you have a part 2? There's a show to be put on here, as Albert has put it. So I'm wondering what that show is now going to be. I feel like William's going to offer to bail Enders out, and then turn on him right as he thinks he's going to maybe get away with it. That's where I'm thinking this might go. But I guess we'll see, because this ballet performance must have some more importance. And I do wonder if Sherlock's going to get involved in all this business as well. And maybe this is how Sherlock first comes on to the idea that maybe there is a master criminal at work somewhere. Anyway, excuse me, let's get the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down, 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since that's who's licensed it this season. We have the Bandai Visual logo and then the Funimation logo, so around about, 11 seconds of logos, I believe? Yes, 11 seconds. And then we'll be into the episode. You can also use the screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when scenes are transitioning. Since this is technically a multi-core show and will be returning in spring next year, that spring version will probably be picture-in-picture if everything goes well, so I will probably backdate these to have picture-in-picture as well, for those of you who wish to catch up before part 2 of the season occurs. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode. In 3, 2, 1, play. That's Bandai Visual and Funimation. Cheers to that. Here we go. Oh, we're back to... Right. I did click on the right episode, didn't I? Yep, this is Act 2. Okay. We're just repeating. I guess now we see Enders, probably? Yeah, we have a much clearer shot of him, I think. And then cut to... Okay. I know B time, okay. I like this OP a lot. Alright. Oh boy. Here we go. And we're going to replay him being found. That eye design, I love it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Sure about that. Yes. Yeah, we're offered bailing him out, essentially. Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. I love this. Hmm. What was that in aid of? That was obviously beneficial in some way, but I don't know what. Did we just pickpocket him? That's where my first mind goes to. Of course. Yes, the secret between us. Yes. You do. Did they catch the body? They caught the body. I knew they would. Yes. Oh boy. I love this. I love this so much. Yep. Ah, fair enough. Oh, hi, Sherlock. And the performance has started. And ended, I guess. Oh, this is a wonderful place. First act, okay. Not complete over. Hmm. Yep. It is. What? He's gonna be in the crowd. Oh, it's Fred disguised. Surely it's Fred disguised. Yep. Holy shit. How the hell are they pulled this off? How have they pulled this off? To the second act, yep. I told you something would happen in the ballet. Is he gonna be gone? He's gone. Where is he being guided to? Love this camera shot. There he goes. Is he gonna be guided on stage? I'm so invested. Yep, it was Fred. That's impressive. We backstage? That's messed up. That's messed up. How are they going to expose him? How are they going to expose him? I love this. What's going to happen? Raise him up. He's on a raisable platform for the stage, isn't he? He's going to appear in the middle of the ballet. Holy shit, he is. He's in front of the ballet. Yep. Fucking called it. Oh my god. We turn London into a theatre. Look at all the lighting being red. All the eyes slightly glowing. I love it. Holy shit. And then he puts that out there. I love this so much. Mm-hmm. And the people are all against you. When he's going to double down into it. He's doubling down. Is this where Sherlock intervenes now? Surely Sherlock's been watching this. Yeah. And yeah, he went for him. Sherlock. Yep. Okay. He's been dead too long, though. If he'd just been murdered... Yeah. He knows that he wasn't just murdered here on the stage. He's been dead longer. And now it's Blitzender's the one being hunted. Oh, I love this parallel. Instead of the dogs, it's the cops. I love it. Holy shit. You're not going to be able to stay there long. He's going to fall. You're going to fall. Jesus Christ. Dude's insane. Holy shit. Oh, that was our boy. Yes, it was. Nice. Posing as an officer. Holy shit. This is cinematic and dramatic as hell. I love it. And the last thing he sees... Yep. Go on, give us a little smile. Just a little... There it is. Yes. Off overboard he goes. Very nice. What a fucking... Yes. Alright. But Sherlock noticed something. He noticed something that made it not as clear-cut as it was obviously shown as. Ooh, Old Scottish. Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, shit. Interesting. Even government stepping in. Okay. He'll obviously be found guilty of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, some of the bodies might be a little more obvious. Okay. Yeah, it was. That's a flag. Come on. I don't think he appreciated... No, Sherlock's a hitch. However... Sherlock. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. There we go. Here we go. Not talking about the ballet. Mm-hmm. Obviously. See? Knew it. Sure. Sure. But not actually... Yes. Mm-hmm. How could you fake that, though? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's on it. Hmm. Okay. Yep. I guess he's never been wrong, so... There's the line. Okay. Whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. That's a classic line. There's the sociopathic tendency. Yeah. There's a little bit of a kinship there. There it is. And that's how we leave it? That's how we leave it. Yes, dude. Oh my god, that was good. That was brilliant. I just love the whole Sherlock stories and everything that goes around with it. Plus it has the detective element that I love from shows like It Invaded. And it just... Oh, this show's so good. The aesthetic they have for Moriarty as well is just so perfect. This is going to be one of my favourite shows of the season. 100% guaranteed. We start up a new story next time. And Sherlock is now aware that something happened on that ship. Although he did some digging, but he couldn't find anything, so he's probably going to have to wait for the next case, I imagine. But I wonder if that now means that every case from now on will have a Sherlock presence, now that we've introduced him. Or if it'll just be, like, big ones, you know, like small little localized incidents probably won't require his intervention. But, like, as soon as they plan something on a grand scale like this, maybe they will. It'd be interesting. Okay. Next time. Oh, it's Watson, isn't it? Yep, it's Watson, I think. And Mrs. Hudson. A study in S. Okay. Okay, study in S. Right, okay. Study in Scarlet, the original Sherlock novel. Okay. Okay, I see what they're going for there. So it looks like next time we are going to be introduced to Mrs. Hudson, to Dr. Watson. You see him with the iconic cane and the hats, so that looks to be the case of what we're doing next time. Hudson, Watson, Hudson, Sherlock, Hudson. Yeah, in all of that preview, not once did we see any Moriarty-related member. So I wonder if next arc is going to be more focused on Sherlock and his side of things, rather than Moriarty. I wonder how they're going to do that, because, like I said, none of the Moriartys, not even Sebastian or Fred, was in that preview. It was all Sherlock's side. That could be interesting. I mean, they're using Study in S, which is a Study in Scarlet, the original, the first appearance of Sherlock Holmes, which at the time, I don't think anyone could have predicted him to become the, well, global phenomenon that he became. I don't think even Arthur Conan Doyle would have imagined that, so... Yeah. Study in Scarlet. Whoops, let's type that properly. Novel by Arthur Conan Doyle, 1887. First appearance of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, who would become the most famous detective duo in popular fiction. Apparently, only 11 copies of the original magazine, Beaton's Christmas Annual, still exist. God, they must be expensive to have. But imagine saying that you own the original 1887 Christmas Annual of the original Sherlock Holmes. That's quite something to say you own. But yeah, this is Study Nest was a story with Rock written in there. Most of my memory of A Study in Nest is through the BBC Benedict Cumberbatch adaptation, A Study in Pink, which I'm fully aware they changed a lot, but they kept some consistencies. I think there's a thing here, isn't there? Yeah. 2010. It's been 10 years since that original Sherlock adaptation came out. Wow. That's been a while. So yeah, the rock, the 2 pills, the aneurysm and stuff. But yeah, a lot of the motivation and backstory has changed, and Moriarty being involved wasn't involved in this, I don't think. So I wonder if this adaptation will be a bit more faithful to the original book in that regard. I do wonder. But I do wonder. But yeah, it does look like, and it said Act 1, right? Yeah, so it's going to be another multi-parter. Probably, I don't know if it's going to be exclusively from Sherlock's side, but it'll still be interesting because, well, it's Sherlock, of course it's going to be interesting, but I wonder if they're going to be investigating a Moriarty-specific case, or if we're just being introduced to him, and in general how he approaches a case, and then just like how in episode 2 and 3 with Scarlet Eyes, we're introduced to how Moriarty works. Now we're going to be introduced to how Sherlock works in episodes 8 and 9, probably. It's going to be another 2-parter. And then that leaves 10, 11, and 12 to be one big case. That would be nice. I would like it if they did that. So spend 2 episodes developing Sherlock, then spend 3 episodes on one big case that you leave on a cliffhanger to go into the spring 2021 with part 2 of, or the second core of this show. That would be amazing. I'd be more than happy with that. So yeah, gonna mark that off as completed then. Very good episode. Like, holy shit. This was... I don't know what to say. This was one of my favourite episodes of this show, for sure. One of my favourite episodes of the entire season. In general, just for every show. So interesting. Like I said, the aesthetic for Moriarty and the red, having all their eyes being like different colors and just like shining brightly as they just like pierce into you and judging you. Like, oh my god, that's just such a nice aesthetic to go for. And then leading him up into that, and then the little smile at the end when you realize that yes, this was all part of Moriarty's plan. Just so satisfying. Such a satisfying story to be told, and the way they bring Sherlock in at the end as well, perfect. I love this show. I really love the show. How is this doing on my channel? I'm kind of curious now, because this deserves more attention, I think, because it's one of my more viewed series. It is one of my more viewed, so Moriarty. But yeah, it's doing pretty well, especially last episode. Last episode did really well, so I'm glad to see that. I hope this one does just as well. And now that we're introducing Sherlock, and we now have a counterpart to play off of, like I said with the Talentless Nana reaction today, just before this one, when you have someone that is equal to you on the opposite side and you're clashing with each other, it just drives you both to be better, and therefore the interactions you have become very interesting. Your schemes to outwit the other have to become more and more interesting, and it just boosts both of you in that regard. So now that we have Sherlock as our... well, he's not an antagonist, we're following the antagonist technically, but as our counterpart, I think is the better way to phrase it. Now we're going to develop him more next episode, I believe. This is just going to get very interesting very quickly. I'd be interested to see how they interpret Holmes in this one as well. It looks like they've got Mrs. Hudson down exactly how I expected, in a similar way to what the BBC adaptation did. So I'd be happy to see that. I hope Mrs. Hudson's played well. Now, who is voicing Sherlock, actually? I didn't look this up last time, I don't think. He is voiced by Makoto Furukawa, who has done some stuff that I've watched. He's Shirogane from Kaguya-sama. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I did wonder if I'd heard him before. And yeah, that makes sense. He's also Benimaru from Reincarnated Slime. He's Saitama from One Punch Man. He was in Fruits Basket. He's Taiju from Dr. Stone. He was in My Hero as Seiji. He was one of the characters in Darling in the Franxx. Anything else that I'm fully aware of? Oh, he's in Bastard Magician, apparently. I don't remember your character, though. He was in Orange. Anyone else I should know? He was in Golden Time, apparently. Is he the main character in Golden Time? Yeah, he was the main character in Golden Time. Okay. Didn't expect that. He also did the OP for Woodpecker's Detective. So yeah, we're going to be hearing him a lot next season as well with Slime Season 2 and Dr. Stone Season 2. Interesting. Yeah, this is going to be super, super interesting. I'm so excited for this, and I hope you guys are as well. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did, because, oh my god, this show just keeps getting better and better. And, god, the fact that we're going to have a whole season wait for part 2 is going to be super annoying. But at least it's not a year wait, like it is with some sequels. At least we know for certain we are getting a second part. Leave your comments down below on what you thought of the episode and the aesthetic and the introduction of Sherlock. Like, I like the fact that they started to show a little bit of his sociopathic tendencies in there. Not like super in your face, but just underlying that, yeah, there is that sociopathic nature to him in some of his actions. And then, of course, they've got the iconic lines. What was it? No matter how improbable. What was the full line? Where is the full line? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. That's the line. I like how they got that one in there. It's a nice introduction to him. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.